Alrighty, so the engine is out. Transmission is out, engine, transmission. Finally got it out. Cut as many cords as we needed to get it out. Got it out of there. I went down to Harbor Freight and picked up a trailer safety chain for a trailer. $8. It's definitely strong enough to hold this, so that's what I'll be using at home to get my engine out. But next thing is to get this transmission off and all that. So fun. Alrighty, YouTubers, getting ready to pull the engine and put a new transmission in it. Transmission's over there on this car. 60 valve EFI, 1.6 liter. Great engine. Just got to replace the transmission now. Long story behind that why it doesn't work anymore. I'll spare you the time. But the new transmission's right here. They used. And it's great. I checked it out. Checked the fluid on it. It's nice and clear. On this, if I pull the fluid from it, it's black and metallic, and that's the new fluid. So my fifth gear's gone, fourth gear's going, and the rest are fine. But it's time for it to go. I need to hit the freeway. So, alrighty, tubers, it's out. Got see my valves inside there. Pretty good shape. No, that one's there. You can see that one's greasy. See, this one's dry, that one's dry. Getting a little greasy because my valve seals are leaking. I knew that to begin with. A while back I noticed they were starting to leak. So it's just the one cylinder. It's the far cylinder on this side. It's cylinder 4. I can tell by these cords. They're still labeled from factory. So it's cylinder 4 that has the leak. See a little bit of a leak of the oil pan, which I probably will replace while I've got it out. I don't know. Couldn't be any easier time to replace it right now. So it's a good engine though. Runs good, runs strong. Nothing wrong with it. Got my VIN there, and then I've got a VIN on the trans over here somewhere. Yeah, it's right there. Just caked in mud and grease and dirt. So yeah, it's out. Other transmission sitting over there. So sweet. Alrighty, YouTube. Like I showed you earlier, I got the engine out. Got the transmission off now. You can see the flywheel there. I've been shot. It's my text ringtone. Old transmission sitting right there. New transmission's over there. Sorry for the digital zoom there. Nice swinging engine here. Got an STP oil filter on there right now. That is not my choice of filter. I got that filter with a deal from AutoZone, and it was like $20 for an oil pan, shop towels, STP oil filter, and Castrol GTX. That's the brand I use. And the STP is my second pick in cheap brand anyways. My favorite is Wix, W-I-X, Wix. But I will be changing the oil on this because I will be pulling the oil pan off. Because I was thinking while I've got the engine out, might as well get as much work done on the engine. Engine runs great. It's just fine. You can see oil. It leaks around here. I think it's the oil pan. For $8, knowing that the oil pan's not going to leak, $8 being the new seal, I think it's worth it. So for $8, peace of mind that my oil pan isn't leaking. That makes sense to me. It has a lot of oil on this, but shifts. But there's other things I might be doing as well. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to be doing a lot of seals and stuff. Let me show you what I got real quick. Alright, so this is my purchased bunch of stuff. I've got, as I drop it, 3 bottles of high performance 75W90. This is what Toyota actually sends from factory in their transmissions. Valvoline is good stuff. Always with transmissions, gosh dang it, got shot again. In transmissions, you want to stay away from the, in transmissions, you want to stay away from the odd sounding oil. You want to stay with big brands, Valvoline, Castrol, big brands like that, Mobil 1. Stay away from Pennzoil and like Coastal. It's another off-brand. Stay away from the off-brand, funny sounding ones. Make sure you stay with good brand like Valvoline. I'll be running this for 10-20,000 miles. I'll be changing it and putting Royal Purple full synthetic in, which actually does improve your gas mileage, which is really nice. So I got 3 bottles of that. I got a bottle of Lucas power steering stop leak. It's as thick as honey. I've used this in a lot of different vehicles. I believe it's approved for every vehicle except for Hondas. Hondas don't like different kinds, but I'll be putting a full bottle of that after I drain all the fluid, all the power steering fluid. It needs to be changed. It's getting kind of dark. Got Permatex gasket right stuff in a pressurized can. It takes a minute for it to set up, but instead of 24 hours, he said that stuff is a lot better than the original stuff that takes 24 hours. And then I got new seals for the transmission. As you can see there, it's for the output shafts, for the CV shafts. I'll show you that in a second. Oh wow, that is really getting annoying. I got a fuel filter, which will be nice. I've got 136,000 on the filter that's on it. I went down to Harbor Freight and picked up some cotter pins. It's all just different sorts. This is one size up. The cheapest one was $4, and they didn't have all these different sizes. They're all about that size. And went a size up. This was $8, and it has everything you could possibly need. 550 cotter pins for $7. It's not bad. So that's pretty much all I got. Oh yeah, forgot to show you. Also got, that's the new gasket for the oil pan, which when I pull the oil pan off, I need to see if it has Permatex on it. Whether it does or not, I'll be putting Permatex around it anyways, making sure it seals up. The original 24-hour stuff, it goes along for a long time, and then it finally starts to leak a little bit. Even if you have one of these gaskets on it, it will start to leak. The guy that I was talking to, good friend of mine down at AutoZone, said that this stuff does not leak. He said this isn't the stuff that OEM specified, but this isn't the stuff that slowly leaks over time. That stuff just stays tight, and it never leaks. So he's done a lot of rebuilds and stuff, so yeah, I trust him. I've done rebuilds as well, but never used that stuff, so cool. As you can see, a lot to be done. Gotta clean my shafts off. Trying to move quickly so I don't bore you guys. Let me turn my phone down real quick. Alright, on with the transmission. That's like I was going to show you. I'm not going to tilt it that way. I'm just going to show you this side. This is the seal right here, and they get a little hard over time. This one's not bad, but actually the crack in it I just felt. It's got a crack right there on the sealing part. So yeah, I definitely need to replace that. Good thing I got the seals. I'm going to start making it mandatory. Every time I change my CV joints, I'm going to put new seals in, because I knew my other transmission was going a long time ago, but one of the reasons why it went out faster than I had planned was the seals around the CV joints went, and it just leaked it all out. It just leaked all the transmission fluid out. You'd fill it up 2.5 quarts, it would empty itself in about a month and a half. So I've been running around with a dry transmission. I knew it. It's replacing it anyways, and I wasn't going to put another $6, or $16 bottles into my transmission. I wasn't going to put that much into it. This is the original clutch. I took it down to a guy to actually buy a new clutch, and he handed it back to me and said, "Save your money because it looks brand new." He looked at it and he said if he had to guess, he would guess probably 20,000 miles on it, and it's actually got 136,000 miles on it. And he didn't believe me. He's like, "No way, must have had a clutch job or something." I said, "No, I'm second owner of the car, and I've done almost every single maintenance on the car, so I know exactly what it's been through, and it fits on that shaft and everything." I need to check that bearing out, that throw bearing. This right here, I need to check this out and see if this is good. It feels a little worn, but it should be okay. I don't know. I'll check the other one as well. This one's got more mileage on it, so I'll stop wasting your guys' time. Got a little play out of this piece here. Everything works great. This is 5th gear, and that's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And then reverse you can't go into unless you back off and go back in, and then it'll go in reverse. And yes, I know sometimes it's not good to shift your gears while your transmission's just sitting. I know that, so you don't need to give me that spiel. I was just showing you guys the pattern of it. So yeah, gonna continue on here. See you in a little bit, YouTube. Alright, one more part I forgot to tell you guys about. I think I forgot anyways. It's the gasket that goes here. But I tore the oil pan off, as you can see. Today's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And it's day 4. But as you can see, there's still a little oil on the bottom. Actually, I thought when the oil drained out, all drained out. But it didn't seem to be that way. There's still a good, maybe that much in there. It's okay though, as long as clean oil's in there. But as you can see, it's in pretty good shape. There's not that much varnish. You can see, you can see it on the surfaces there. It looks like gold. That's probably from sitting for 4 years. It didn't just sit for 4 executive years. I ran it, every 2-3 weeks, so that's probably from sitting. So I'll be putting in the new gasket on here. The new gasket's gonna go around here. You can see a few places that it was leaking, like right here. My flashlight here. You see that? You can see where it was leaking. So, pretty sure it was leaking. That's a good thing to replace it. So, I'm gonna continue on. Where my oil filter goes. My new oil filters right there. My Wix, WIX, good stuff. Gonna continue on, get that done. Get the seals done on the transmission. The CV joint seals. There. Right there. Get those done and start reassembly, I guess. Cool. Alright, YouTube, we're gonna get it started up here. Got that new transmission in it. I don't know if you can call this a cold start. It's bloody hot in here, but AC belt's squeaking. Hopefully that camera will stay where it is. Just got it on a stand in the car. Runs really nice, always has. It's pretty quiet now. Belt needs to be tightened up and conditioned again. It's like a brand new belt, but I got grease on it from doing the whole work and everything, so it's got a little grease on the belt so it doesn't grip like it did. It slips a little bit and it's not very tight. So after I clean it off with some brake cleaner, non-chlorinated brake cleaner, and condition it again after that, get the oils that it needs in the belt back in it, and then go from there. It won't squeak anymore. That belt conditioner makes belts last so much longer. Alrighty, we're gonna start her up again here. I'm gonna just jump on the freeway real quick and show you that she shifts gears really nicely now. Before you would put it into fifth gear, there wasn't a fifth gear. you put it up into the place where fifth gear would be, and it feels like it goes into a gear, but it doesn't fall into a gear. And if you tried to excel or slow down or anything, it would just make a grinding noise. It just like that, and then you come out of fifth and go back into fourth. Fourth is going as well, but I used it anyways, Had no other choice until I got a new transmission. Get some shade here. Love the air conditioning in this little car. Whoa! Really? Car just ran a red light. It shifts really well. And then fifth. That's fifth there. think the gear ratios in my other gearbox were different, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'm glad that I can hit 65 miles an hour again. It's a nice thing to be able to do. 65, 70, 75. It's nice to be able to hit those again. Yeah, my other gearbox, I believe the gear ratios were different though. Oh, almost hit you over there. Because I could easily hit 90 miles an hour without winding the engine out too far. But with this gearbox, it's I have to wind it out a little bit to stay up in 70, 75 miles an hour. I have to wind it out a bit. So I'm not going to complain though. I'm going to be thankful for it. It's nice to be able to hit the freeway again. Before I wasn't able to hit the freeway. Oh, that's I think there are different variations to this transmission though, because I don't think I'm just seeing things or feeling things. Like, it's just my imagination that it has a different gear ratio. I really think it did. I no longer have that gearbox. That's down at the junkyard now. I brought it back as a cord charge, and it was almost $40 in a cord charge for this transmission, so it's definitely worth it to bring it back. But I'd like to know what gear ratio that had in it. If I really get some good money here saved up and all, I might just pull the gearbox out again and rebuild it, put a different gear ratio in if it's possible. Because, I don't know. I might just be seeing things, but you never know. I've always thought it looks funny when somebody's got a camera that's holding still in their car. And it's like, you wouldn't notice it, but you're like bouncing and moving around in your car a lot. You don't notice it until you have a camera in your car. It's pretty funny. For shock. Park in the shade again. Sounds good. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I didn't do more of a video of, pulling the engine out, both cars and doing all that. I just didn't have the time, and I wanted to get it done quickly. If you guys know what I mean. Because if you make videos, it really takes more time up to get a job done. And it took me a week to get this done. That includes going down to the junkyard, pulling the other engine out, pulling the transmission off, running for parts, getting the parts, getting oil pan seal, all that on, getting the transmission back in, and running it that night of Saturday. Started on Monday. Or no, I started this Friday before. So Friday, Saturday, we got the engine out of the other car. Then I started work on this car later Monday and had it done later Saturday. So about a week. So maybe a week and a day. If you put all the time together of all the time that I actually worked on it, it'd be less than a week, but it took me a week to do it. So hope you have a good one, YouTube, and I'll see you later. Bye.